everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is C.V. Harris. So today we're going to take a look at the Glock 43 9mm subcompact. So the Glock 43 was one of the most anticipated firearms to hit the market. There was a lot of hype and a lot of build-up before it actually came out. Now, how has it done since then? It's been a few years now. I actually purchased this one. It's been about a year and a half now. So how has it done since then? I think it's actually captured a lot of the subcompact market. It is a very popular handgun. There are some out there that I think might be a little bit better, and there are some that are definitely worse. And I think Glock actually did a pretty decent job when they came out with this model. So now let's talk about some of the stats for this. The handgun, the length of it is 6 1/4 inches, and it is 4 1/4 inches high. Now the width is a very narrow, it's just barely over an inch wide. Makes it a very slim and a very concealable handgun. The weight is just under 18 ounces, so it is definitely a lightweight as well. Now, as far as some of the positives and the negatives go, then let's talk about some of the negatives first. The handgun comes with 6 round magazines, okay? So you get 2 6-round magazines, plus 1 in the chamber, I get it, but pretty much everything else that it is a competitor of it in that specific genre, the subcompact 9mm, is 7 or 8. So you're losing a couple of rounds there. Now, I was able to purchase a +2 magazine extension for it, and this one is from Strike Industries. There's a couple of other ones out there, a couple other companies. So it's something you can definitely overcome, but from the factory with 6 rounds, I'm not sure that they could have worked a little bit harder and get us, you know, 1 more round or even maybe 2, and it would have been a little bit better, I think. Now, another thing I'm not super fond of is the trigger. The trigger it's mushy, okay? Let me show you what I'm talking about here. So you have your take-up, okay? So you have a little bit of take-up there, not a big deal, but it's after that take-up, it is really mushy before it actually breaks. And the thing is, it feels like the trigger is kind of bending a little bit. It's giving. It is a plastic trigger, so it's very possible that there is some flex in there. I don't think that's what it is, but it sure feels like it. Again, not really that big of a deal. It is something that can be overcome. There are aftermarket triggers available for it. The weight on it is perfectly fine. It is a little heavier than most Glocks, but that's what you want really in a subcompact concealable handgun. A little bit heavier trigger just to, you know, kind of that added layer of safety. One of the other things I don't like is the sights. I think that is a typical thing that pretty much everybody hates about Glocks. The plastic sights on them. I haven't replaced these. Normally I would just replace these right off the bat, but I haven't replaced these sights yet. Really just trying to figure out what exactly I want. If you have any suggestions, I would love to hear from you guys. Leave it down in the comment section. Any ideas for what I should replace these sights with? Now keep in mind I am looking for something that is going to be like a night sight type. So let me know what you guys think. What is out there, and what have you guys tried that you really like? That's the things that I don't like about the Glock 43, but there's a lot more that I like about it. Now, the ergonomics of this handgun are pretty decent. Now, as you can see, the standard magazine that comes with it that doesn't have the pinky extension, it's pretty hard to get 3-finger grip on there. Now, with the pinky extension, obviously, not a problem there. It actually has a little bit of a swell in the back that helps fill the palm of your hand a little bit better. It's pretty easy to keep this thing on target, and it's actually fairly accurate. Considering the length of the barrel and your sight radius, it's actually fairly accurate. Another thing I really like is the ease of disassembly. You can tear this thing apart all the way down to its very last parts with nothing but a punch. Now, Glock specifically, all of them are like that. It's very easy to disassemble. It's easy to change out parts. If you're using factory parts, not a problem. Some aftermarket parts might need some adjustment, particularly if you're talking about trigger pieces and parts. You may have to adjust them, but even those, for the most part, are just going to be drop-in. So you disassemble it, reassemble it with the new parts, and you're good to go. So I really do like that. I also like the fact that there's a lot of stuff out there, a lot of aftermarket stuff and parts available, whether it's the +2 extensions, whether it's triggers, whether it's sights, whether it's holsters. There are a lot of things available for all Glocks. But the Glock 43, also, it's really no different. It was a little bit slow build up. But now that it's been out for a couple of years, really not a problem at all. So when you purchase a Glock 43, you're going to get 2 magazines. You're going to get a case for it, a hard case. It is not lockable. I guess you could put it around the handle, a lock around there, and it would be okay. You get a cleaning rod, you get a brush, and you get a magazine loader. You also get a lock. I've got a drawer full of locks somewhere around here. I didn't dig that one out to show you guys, but and of course all the paperwork that goes with it, the manual, you get your test fire brass and all that kind of stuff. So the price, that is one thing that some people have a problem with. It is a little bit more expensive than some of the other competitors on the market. MSRP is $529, or at least that's the best I could find. The Glock website, I couldn't find an actual MSRP for 2016. That was the last thing I could find, was $529. You probably don't have to pay $529 for it. If you can find it probably in the $450 to $460 range at your local gun stores, whether it's there or online at Gunbroker or something like that. You should be able to find it in that range. Now, if you are eligible for the Blue Label program, you can find it probably in the $400 range. Really decent price if you can do that. What the Blue Label program is it's available for law enforcement, military, fire department, EMT, a lot of different groups like that are, you're given a discount by Glock. Now, there's a couple ways you can do it. You can either order directly from Glock through the program, and they will ship it to your, whatever your favorite gun dealer is, your gun store. You're going to probably have to pay an FFL fee, but you can do it that way for sure. Or if you happen to have a Blue Label dealer in your area, you can just purchase it direct from them, and you should be able to get that great discount. You're gonna have to show an ID or something like that, but you're gonna be able to get it at that great rate. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the show today, and I hope you guys check out the Glock 43. Consider it when you're looking for a subcompact concealable 9mm. So if you enjoyed the show, I always appreciate it when you like and share the videos. That is always appreciated. I also appreciate your comments, so leave them down below. Let me know if you have a Glock 43 or one of the competitors. Let me know what you think of it. I want to hear from you guys. If you're not a subscriber and you want to become one, find that subscribe button and give it a big old click, and then come back and watch more videos just like this one. Remember that your mind, that is your most important tool, and it is vitally important to be armed with information. Until next time, take care and be safe. Charlie Bravo, out.